So one day, I woke up and I decided I'm going to film just a giant video with nothing but just alien hunting. Thanks for the intro. Aliens attacked at the exact same time I said that, but that's okay. Because we're just gonna pretend they don't exist. We're gonna go straight for that Punisher. Before I do that, I'm gonna do a little bit of a what's about to happen thing. So what I'm gonna be doing here is I'm going to be using a lot of ships. Ships, yeah, I'm just gonna use a lot of ships. And we're gonna go alien hunting forever. Why? Why not? But it's kind of cool because aliens and stuff. I won't be using super capitals all the time because that gets boring after a while. I'll start using dreadnoughts to start making it, making it nice and fun. How about use Helios next for attacking alien fleets? That'll be nice. But anyways, yeah, for now, we're going to be doing a giant video of just alien hunting. We're going to see how much money I make by the end of it all. And so I'm probably going to be recording this for probably 2 days. I mean, I'm going to pause it, like, I'm not going to stay up 2 days. I'm not. I'm going to go to sleep and then unpause the video, and then I'll be back alien hunting after that. So yeah, this might be probably like a 2-hour video. Who knows? I don't know, but we're going to kill just a bunch of aliens, see how much money I make, and by judging how much money I make, I may get a 3rd super capital. If I do that, I don't know. So yeah, enjoy the montage of alien killing. This time with my voice. So for first off, we're just going to attack a standard fleet. Before I go, let's see how many alien swarmers there are. There's exactly one Punisher. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That one just walked by, who's behind here. So, 18 swarmers, 1 Punisher versus 1 Thea. This ship's name is Vengeance. Just going to log that. So it's Vengeance. 18 swarmers, 1 Punisher. See how we do. So the first thing I realized, a big mistake, is that I was aimed down. So I'm probably not going to make it there because I'm probably going to hit the bottom of the map before I actually am able to reach the target. Or I'm wrong, and I'm going to make it to the target, no problem. Now this is where the fun begins. The big problem with alien hunting. The biggest issue when it comes to alien hunting is that if there's only 1 Punisher and you kill it, but you aren't able to kill all the swarmers will disperse, and since there's no Punisher, they will go all over the place and it'll be hard to kill the rest of them. But if you're attacking a single Punisher, the best thing to do is literally get the kill. Wow. Now the spinal range on this would be 16k when I can lock on. Obviously those missed for some reason. Magic. Okay, just again. Damn, dodged. Well, turrets got me. Turrets are helping me. Okay, these spinals don't want to hit at all. I'm gonna dive him a little bit. He's gone. Not a very good start because we lost half of our shield of it. Typically the goal is when you're attacking the swarmer, you want to be able to kill the swarmer when you're like at least around 3/4 shield. So they have plenty of time Sadly for me, I was not able to finish fast enough because I missed. We're going to be looking at a little bit of a problem. Now, the biggest thing you want to do when you're attacking swarmers with any ship, doesn't matter super capital or not, attack the closest ship to you. Especially with a ship like this, because your guns are pretty accurate, you're going to want to attack the closest ship to you. And sometimes if you want to put your turrets on one and spawn on the other to get 2 kills right away. We are nearing Hall. Our field is almost gone, but so far it looks like we're doing good. Another one down. I got 1 hit, my final turn. Cannon's hit, but shield is gone. You always want to look around, make sure you see the closest one to you. I'm not really worried about this because I know I'm gonna win. I've been doing this for so long. There's a lot more swarmers than I thought there was. Now you notice with the Hyperion, their quantum guns, their heavy quantums are a lot more accurate than the rest of their guns, but it makes it pretty good. This kind of job. However, their capital guns aren't exactly that well. Yeah, looks like we're almost done. Hoping my cannons will open up on him. There we go. Looks like there's only 2 aliens left. Looks like this one's gonna die at first. He did. And he's gone too. Alright, that was not too terrible. Was a little bit slow on that Punisher, a little bit laggy. I did miss a couple spinals on that Punisher, which got me down to half shield. However, we did pretty good. Only lost a little bit of hull. Our shield actually stood up along for that swarmer out. Well, I'm going to salvage all this and make some money, and I will be back when the next Punisher spawns. So, from, no new Punisher spawn, but from that entire load, I was able to get 225,000 credits, in which I'm going to get the judgment here, and yeah, we'll see how it looks, see how it works. I mean, I'm probably going to use it on our trusty mothership over there, which is uncapped for however long the server is, and I'll see you when I have the judgment. Alright, so I am back. I have actually just gotten the judgment, and I have put it into the list of the elite ships as the VNS Annex right here. I named it that because it reminded me of a carrier that used to be. This is still a thing. Carrier. I thought it'd be nice to name after it, so I did. Anyways, if I can find it somewhere over here. It's somewhere over here. Where's the J's? Where's the J's? There he is. Alright. Let's see what this thing looks like. My volume. For once. I hope that didn't mess with anything, but it probably did. Holy crap. That is a lot of shield. I was not expecting that. Wow. Now that is a lot of shield. Alright, I see you. This is nice capital cannons on the side. Nice. Capital laser? Nope, those are cannons. Alright, nice. It's a nice looking ship. Has no spinals, but that's expected from a siege ship. Make sure this is I apologize for all that just happened. So for the past couple things that I was doing, I was trying to record. I was actually popping on again saying that I just got 225,000 credits from that raid, and I got the judgment. And I named it the Annex in remembering of a U.S. aircraft carrier in World War II named Annex. And since it's a siege ship, I said, oh, why not name it Annex? So not knowing exactly how this thing has a lot of hull. I mean, a lot of shield. This thing's got a lot of shield. Hull's a little depressing, but then again, it comes in its massive shield size. It looks pretty cool too. I do enjoy its rather modern design, the way it looks. And since Mothership is unscathed, well, for now anyways, we're gonna go ahead and test this ship against the Mothership. What I did enjoy of this thing is that it actually has capital cannons, so I finally found a ship I can use for long-range anti-siege. I do notice that it doesn't have any bottom guns, nor spinals. However, that does overcome. It does have these side guns, so I'm assuming it can actually fire underneath. I think the range of the capital cannons, I assume, are 8,000, I think. I believe they are 8,000, which, from experience using the Hyperion, should be 8,000. One thing I can say about the ship, I do enjoy the look. It looks really nice. I really enjoy the ship's design. I like those things on the side. Actually, looks kind of cool. I am not impressed with its turn speed, but however, I can't say anything. It is a good siege ship, what it is. No spinals, but that is alright. I do enjoy my primary. So far, I really enjoy the ship for realizing how much shield it has, and realizing that it's got actually. Well, our LRs have opened up. There goes our capital cannons. I don't know why that one missed. It's a giant freaking base, but alright. So I can definitely tell right away this thing has very low DPS. However, I can definitely tell this thing has a lot of alpha. Not to mention long range guns. I mean, good lord, that was. I can only imagine that this thing is like the miniature version of the Strikers. This is a rather nice looking ship. It looks good. It does what it's supposed to do. I'm looking at the damage right here, doing 300, almost 400 each shot. That's actually really nice. I think I might have just found my new favorite siege ship. That's what it is. I think it's a well-rounded ship. I can definitely tell it probably does higher shield damage, considering it has high alpha damage. I do notice that. It has those 4 LRs. It definitely has high shield alpha damage. However, with just capital cannons, I don't assume that do
critical damage when it comes to shield with chest capitals, and it only has 3 capital cannons. So I can assume it doesn't do too much against hull, but I can definitely tell you that it probably does. I can assume it does much, because I'm sure those LRs can do a little bit more and just break down on shield. Anyways, we're going to return to base. It's nice testing this ship. I'm not going to test it in combat because I already know this thing probably sucks at combat, considering it has no form of long range, no form of short range, triple barrel guns, or rapid fire guns whatsoever, and it has very slow reloading guns. The only guns I think would be really effective in close range combat would be capital cannons. The LRs could probably do some damage if you were able to get close enough and get all 4 to hit. Could probably take down battle cruisers and hurt battleships pretty badly, but as far as I'm concerned, this thing's got a lot of shield. That's, if I'm correct, that's the same shield that has the Lucifer. That's pretty nice. Its hull is a little bit down, so I'm not too impressed with this hull. Considering how big this ship is, I am definitely not impressed with this ship's hull. But I will not brag, I will not complain about it. It is a really nice ship for what it's supposed to be. Definitely better than the Ridgebreaker, I'll tell you that much. Definitely better than the Ridgebreaker. Anyways, I will... Well, it's nice. I was going to show you a run-do of the new ship I just got, the VNS Annex, and I'll be back when the next Punisher spawns.
Alright guys, I am back for the next Punisher. This time, new server. This is actually Thursday right now. It's actually a new day. I was not successful last time to get another Punisher, so I just went to sleep. But anyways, for now, I'm going to be using Helios against the Punisher. I will not be talking as much for now because people are still asleep in other areas. Or just enjoy the view. I'm going to show you something you can actually do with Punishers with Helios. There is indeed a blind spot on the back of Punishers, and that was not a very good warp. I'm gonna hit the bottom here. There's an Orca. All the way to the end, hopefully. Here we go. Tried to get in the back of the Punisher, and he will fire. Good. He cannot fire. We're in his blind spot. There he goes. He's only able to fire a couple of its guns, but not very a lot.
3 swarmers. That was that. I'll be back with you when the next Punisher spawns.
Alright guys, here we go again, but this time we're using the Vengeance again. Why? Because we have 2 Punishers. This is also another new server because the other one crashed, so I had to actually do it again. The worst part is that one server actually had 2 Punishers as well. I only had 8% loyalty though. So we're going to be using the Vengeance one more time. There is 20 Swarmers and 2 Punishers. I already counted. I assume that one of them probably died, so probably even 19 because I was away for a little bit. But it looks like none of them died, so yep, still 20. Swarmers, 2 Punishers, 1 Thea. Before we go, I'm going to make sure that I have... Yep, alright, everything's good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just go straight to the one that's warping around. Or not the one that's warping, the one that's staying still in circles. Because he seems to be pretty docile at the moment. He's been spinning out there for a while. This one over here is a little bit jumpy. He's been moving around a lot. This one here, he's fine. We're just going to make a normal warp for one. Hopefully this will take us perhaps maybe 30,000 in range. He's probably 8,000. Have to assume. Looks like the ship's not even moving. Oh, there we go. Alright, so he should be within maybe 22 to maybe 19,000 in range. But if it was 19,000, I would be able to see him. So I'm going to assume maybe 22. Waiting for our ridiculous warp cooldown. 22 seconds left. I'm going to dive him. He looks like he might be going to work. Nope, he's okay. So as long as this guy keeps spinning in circles, we will be fine. Now, if a Punisher does dive my base, we may have an issue. However, that's alright. If that Punisher dives my base, we're going to dive his Punisher. Warping now. Hopefully this will take him directly into his range. And here we are. 20 Punishers, 1 Thea. See who wins. Warp cooldown's messing with us again. So last time I didn't do too good, but that was because my spinal didn't hit so well. So hopefully I'll get some spinal hits in this one. The good thing is our main guns are hitting. Experiencing a little bit of lag there. Second he's in range, we're going to shoot some spinals. Now for 2 Punishers, you want to be around, you still want to have shield when you kill the last Punisher. But if not, then you're just going to have to be a little bit more careful, that's all. Well, crap, that was a long jump. We killed 1 Punisher. Hopefully he doesn't nuke us. There we go. So I did notice that Punishers do more hull damage because of their railguns. So you will want to kill a Punisher before you are shielded or you are hulled. And that goes for any ship, really. This Punisher's already hauled. I'm gonna work more time to get him in range so I can kill him. He's down. Now, here comes the hard part. The lag I'm experiencing right now isn't really too helpful, but we'll see if I can still do this. Trying to find a close swarmer to engage on. Alright. Alright. We are just below half hull. Oh, one here. Our cannons are being really helpful now that they're actually hitting. And each swarmer kill does drop their damage per second, so that's a good sign. Don't mind the sound in the background, though, it's my foot. Well, we killed the wrong swarmer. That was a little weird. And there we have it. That was probably actually the biggest fleet I've ever attacked with the Dia. The biggest fleet I've ever had with Hyperion was probably about... I actually attacked 2 Punishers in Hyperion before. However, I think there's only like a couple, maybe 13, 14, 15 Swarmers. This one was 20 Swarmers and 2 Punishers, which, if you ask me, that's a lot of DPS. And we ended out with 2,791 hull left. The next ship I want to use is Hyperion, so we're going to wait for a large alien fleet. And until then, we'll see how much money I get, see what I can, buy a new ship. Alright, see you into the next Punisher. So just before I begin the next attack, I did want to actually point out 2 things. So the first thing is I actually counted these ships. I was thinking maybe I was looking at it, originally there was 20. But I counted again, there seems to be 21 Swarmers. So, sorry for that calculation, there was actually 21 Swarmers and 2 Punishers. I did not expect, I thought there was only 20, but turns out there's actually 21. I mean, it's just one more, so it's not that big. But the second thing I wanted to point out really quick, if you do plan on going alien hunting to grind for money, I do want to point out that you should probably get either the Constellation or Pavaga. You can also get the E-Class, but nah. There's a reason I actually like Constellation. Now, the Kavanagh would be good too, but the Constellation is significantly the best. Mainly because of its weapons. If there is no Punisher, let's say there is no Punisher spawn, and there's just nothing but Swarmers, what are you going to do? You're just going to run around your warship and then go back again with your E-Class and go get them all. Yes, you could do that, or you could do it all in one shot. That's why I actually like the Constellation. You can actually go attack aliens and just build up money once you're at portal full. It's the easiest 45,000 you ever made in your life. So that's one thing I do recommend, is getting the Constellation or the Kavanagh. Either one works, but I recommend Constellation because it's just plainly better. That is if you have VIP. If you don't have VIP, then, well, that's you problem. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I just wanted to point out before I begin the next attack. And there's a Swarmer diving right now, but that's alright. Alright, I'll see you when this Punisher builds up his fleet, and then we'll go attacking with the Hyperion.
The missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it is from where it isn't, or where it isn't from where it is, whichever is greater, it obtains a difference or deviation. The guidance subsystem uses deviations to generate corrective commands to drive the missile from a position where it is to a position where it isn't, and arriving at a position where it wasn't, it now is. Consequently, the position where it is now the position that it wasn't, and it follows that the position that it was is now the position that it isn't. In the event that the position that it is in is not the position that it wasn't, the system has acquired a variation. The variation being the difference between where the missile is and where it wasn't. If variation is considered to be a significant factor, it too may be corrected by the GEA. However, the missile must also know where it was. The missile guidance computer scenario works as follows. Because a variation has modified some of the information the missile has obtained, it is not sure just where it is. However, it is sure where it isn't, within reason, and it knows where it was. It now subtracts where it should be from where it wasn't, or vice versa. And by differentiating this from the algebraic sum of where it shouldn't be and where it was, it is able to obtain the deviation and its variation, which is called error.
Alright guys, I am back. I just finally looted all that stuff, and I was able to get the Andromeda. Wherever the frick it is, it's right here. Let's see what it looks like. Well, for one, it's really laggy. Okay, there we go. Wow, okay, that's a weird entry. I'll take it though. Looks interesting.
interior is a little bit weird. I was not expecting this interior. Nice graphics. I actually like it. Looks nice. Weird orbs in the middle of it. I'm assuming those are supposed to be the spinals. Taking assumption that this thing is a spinal focus dreadnought. Turret wise, it looks like it's got, wow, that's, man, I really don't like. There's one thing I don't really like unsymmetrical turrets. I mean, it's got, okay, so it's even. Yes, it's even. It's got 3. Okay, I mean, I can see that, I guess. I can see that. I mean, but I think it'd be a little tiny bit better if there was 3 on 3. But I guess I could see why they don't do that in case there's an enemy on one side. Yeah, 6 turrets. They're all large turrets. They look normal. I do hear that the Andromeda is a spinal. Looking at this ship's HP, I'm not really too impressed with the ship's hull right now, or its shield. I mean, it's okay, but really modern-looking dreadnought, I can say. It kind of looks like something that comes off of one of those palm trees. You know, some palm trees have those like spiky things on them. They hurt like crazy if you step on them. They're basically like knives. So yes, I know this is a spinal focus dread, but I'm going to use it as a turret focus dread on this Swarmer. I'm too lazy to use it as a spinal focus dread right now. Its cargo hold includes, not too bad, normal for a dreadnought. Well, those spinals are a little, well, okay, I changed my mind. This ship's actually not too terrible. Definitely good for a spinal focus dreadnought. I mean, that's a lot of cannons, good lord. Kinda reminds me of the Avalon with its cannons. 6 cannons, 5 phasers. I'm assuming they're all huge. So yeah, definitely good in spinal power. I mean, this is a really, really good spinal power ship. Probably better than the Thea. Well, probably, definitely. I mean, the Thea's got good spinals, but I'm not going to compare it with a Super Capital. After all, it is a dreadnought. Its turrets are not too shabby. They're good. I mean, they're good. They're well-rounded. They have equal hull and shield damage. I can see they have three heavy lasers, and 3 triple cannons. So it's well-rounded on its turrets. It does probably the same amount of damage on both, so it's not terrible, mind you. But I do see that most of the ship's DPS does come in its spinals. I do see this as a very high DPS ship if you include the spinals. Do I recommend it? Well, considering it's a VIP ship, I cannot recommend it thoroughly because not everyone can get this ship. But I can say one thing, is that if you do have VIP and you wanted to get this ship, I do actually recommend getting this ship over the lasers. I mean, it depends on what kind of person. If you are a spinal person, then yes, this would be a great ship for you. But if you're not much for spinals, you're not really too interested in spinals, which have VIP, I would still probably recommend the lasers over this. That is, if you're not okay with. If you're not good with spinals, then yeah, I would not recommend getting this ship. If you are good with spinals, though, this would be a fantastic ship to have. As for me, I'm good for spinals, so I can. If it was for me, I do recommend this ship for myself, because I am actually much of a spinal person myself. When it comes to turrets, I'm okay with turrets as well, but as for what it is, it's a decent ship, actually. I'm not mad about it. It's really nice, actually. Also looks pretty cool with those floating turrets in the middle. Well, that it is, the Andromeda. Again, it really just reminds me of the Avalon, but I can assume it's better, I guess. I mean, it does have, I mean, it's pretty much a better, I can see it as a better Avalon in a way. In a way. Don't get me wrong for this, Avalon does have much better turret alpha damage. But when it comes to that, when it comes to all that stuff, it also doesn't really have that much of spinal power when it comes to shield damage, because it only has 3, it's like 3 large phasers, I think? Maybe 3 medium? It's mainly mainly hull breaking spinals. But as far as HP, I do see it as basically a buffed up Avalon in terms of spinals and HP. Other than that, it's a pretty nice ship. I do actually recommend it if you have VIP and if you are one for spinals. But if you're not any of those, then do not get this ship. But as I said, I'll be back when the next Punisher spawns. We'll be using the Vortex, or for those who don't know the ship name, we'll be using the Hyperion. Okay, so change of plans. So I just realized, looked at the map here. There's one Punisher, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 Swarmers, and I was like, okay, well actually that's pretty good for a Dreadnought. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a Dreadnought showdown with the Punisher right now. And for this time, we're going to be using my trusty Nemesis. Which is not trusty at all, actually. I would probably rather use something else, but considering this thing is, when it comes to alien hunting, it's basically, what's that ship? The Apocalypse. Basically Apocalypse, just with spinals, really. I mean, it's in a way worse because it's larger, so it's... I can't say what's better because, really, I mean, if it comes to PvP, I do like Apocalypse a little bit more, only because it has those... It's small, so it's hard to, you know, attack with. You can't really hit it as easy as this. I mean, this thing... I mean, look at this thing. This thing is a freaking bathtub. You can hit this thing from 5,000 million light years away. Literally a giant. It's bigger than the base, technically, in a way. Yeah, it's bigger than the whole base. Apocalypse, on the hand, small as hell. I actually really like the... I like the Apocalypse for its size. In a way, it's better, but in a way, this one's also better because of firepower. But I can't say anything because I've never done a PvP with Apocalypse and Nemesis. So, right now we're just going to do a fight with Nemesis and that big boy over there. The... I already forgot the name. Punisher. But first... Understand, my friend, because this is a video, I'm trying to be fair, because I want to actually test these ships to see how well they are. That's pretty much the whole point of this, is I'm trying to find out how good ships are at attacking aliens. At the same time, they're pretty good. So far, I do enjoy, for one, we already used the Thea 2 times now. And from both battles, I can say the first one was really good. What was it, 18 Swarmers, I believe? 18 Swarmers? I can't remember. I think it was 18 Swarmers. It was only one Punisher. It was yesterday, so I really don't remember. Whatever it was, though, it was less. And we only lost a tiny little bit of hull. We mainly got down on shield. So what I can say, though, is... Well, I can say one thing, and that's one thing only. Is that Thea did really good, especially for 21 Swarmers and... 2 Punishers and 21 Swarmers. I'm pretty impressed with the Thea, considering, because the last time I did with Thea, I was able to attack only 17 Swarmers. I only attacked 17 Swarmers and 2 Punishers. So, and that one, I think I went down to half hull for that. I didn't record it. I did get some screenshots of it, but I only was able to... actually get on with half HP, half hull. So considering 21 Swarmers, I think the Thea did really good. We're going to be using the Hyperion next, because I want to see how well it does. I have actually done battles with Hyperion and Alien Fleets before, and from what I can say, it doesn't do as good as the Thea does, only because the Thea has less HP, but it has a lot better guns. It can actually do a lot more damage than the Hyperion, because Hyperion doesn't have as much. It has more alpha, yes. So when attacking Punisher, it does really good, but its accuracy just doesn't do really good against those Swarmers. It kills slower. So if I were to get a super cab that you wanted to attack like fleets, like battleships, cruisers, stuff like that, or just dreadnoughts,
I would recommend the Thea. But if you wanted to go with sieging, I do deeply recommend getting the Hyperion when it comes to siege, because the Hyperion, that's what it's for. It's literally, it's a very, very good it's really good at sieging. It's really good at anti-siege too. The reason for it being is that because it has long-range turrets, I do find it myself, I find it easier to use Hyperion than Thea when it comes to anti-siege, because you can outrange most enemies, and Thea cannot. Sadly, Thea can't outrange a siege ship, so when it comes to counter siege, I do recommend using the Hyperion. But if you're one of those people who just want to go around killing other people's ships, well, Thea is the ship for you. I cannot recommend any other supercaps because I personally do not own any other supercaps. So I can really recommend either Hyperion or Thea. But without further ado, because it's finally running around, finally trying to get this Punisher to dive me, here we go. Enjoy the battle. Also, the Viper is not going to be attacking, I hope. He said he's just spectating. But it looks like... I'm really hoping. Yeah, it's just one. Let me try to get my guns down so I can actually get all turrets online. So when it comes to this ship, its spinals do have a lot of help for it, because the spinals do actually assist it in combat a lot. However, it does have more hull than it does other things. I'm gonna dive again. It doesn't seem to be shooting me for some reason. Well, this is a little weird. It's not firing back. It is just... Oh, it's shooting him. Well, this is not... This is strange. I mean, okay, free money, but weird. I've actually experienced this glitch before when I was battling a fleet with the Genesis and a battlecruiser. It turns out if a ship dives and warps away, particularly a Punisher, it will continuously follow the larger dreadnought, but it won't attack it. Instead, it'll attack the smaller ship. Which I find really weird. I'm not sure if that's intended or is that a glitch, but if he warps away, it will not shoot me and still keep shooting him. Which is not normal. And see, this is... okay. Oh, what do you know? He died. And now they're attacking me. Okay, well that problem solved itself. Now they're attacking me. Alright, well, okay, here we go. Back to normal, fair battle time. Alright, so... again, remember what I said in the beginning of this video. When you're attacking swarmers, that's why I'm using a dreadnought, so you guys can actually see how you do it. Because I can only guarantee that some of you guys will not have a super cap for a while. So I'm going to estimate. If you have a dreadnought, hopefully you do,
The best thing you want to do is what I said in the beginning. You want to attack the closest ship to you. You always want to attack the closest ship to you, because if you attack anything longer, because you'll see, especially dreadnoughts, they aren't very accurate, so it's really hard to get hits at longer range, especially with capital cannons. Now, super capitals have it differently because they have those large quantums, especially on Thea and Hyperion. They can actually hit better. But with anything else, you want to always hit the closest ship to you. As you can see, because I've only ever been able to kill one. There's another one down. Yeah, because I can actually already see that dreadnoughts do take significantly longer than supercaps to take out swarmers, regardless of the really, really inaccurate guns, just because those ships have so much more alpha damage. But the ship's doing pretty good so far. I mean, we're only losing a little bit of hull. I should probably use my spinals. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna use my spinals on this one if I can get. Nope. Okay. Ah, crap, there's one here. So much like its smaller, quote-unquote, twin, the Apocalypse. The Apocalypse has pretty much the same turret DPS, so it's doing the same amount, doing just as good as Apocalypse when it comes to attacking these swarmers. But again, it's just so much larger. I'm literally taking every single hit they are shooting at me. Which is pretty much the only major thing I do not enjoy about this large bathtub of a ship, is because it's just so big. It can't dodge anything. And this ship tends to drift, apparently. I'm actually surprised. This thing actually drifts. A dreadnought drifts on its own. I'm only pressing W and it's drifting on its own. Let's see, he's far away. I'm gonna attack this one. At least the guns are reloading quick enough so they can actually start hitting a little better, hopefully. We've got a lot of spinal hits on that swarmer, so he's pretty much... I hope he's almost hulled, if not, is hulled. So I can say the spinals on the ship aren't too much help when it comes to swarmers. But when it comes to like larger ships, it definitely does help it. It definitely does help it. I actually got a cannon kill there. Oh, cannon's tried. He's farther. Now he's not. This one's getting close. Alright, so we did actually pretty good. Considering Nemesis is a dreadnought, there's only one dreadnought I can actually think of that's really good for alien hunting, and that would most likely be the Tempest. Avalon's good too, but its HP doesn't allow it to tank as long. But Tempest is a really good ship for alien hunting, I can tell you that much. I do not own the Tempest, but I do plan to get it. So hopefully we can see how much the Tempest would do. I do understand that it has mainly a lot of point defense and flak, so I can only assume it is really good for attacking aliens. But when it comes to Punishers, I'm not too sure. So let's see. I'll hopefully get the Tempest one day, and we'll see how much we get from that. Anyways, this has been the second to last battle with alien hunting in this video. I have one more battle to show you guys, and that'll be with the Hyperion. After that, well, we'll just call it a day. One disclaimer I forgot to add. So he did help me. Roy here, he actually helped a little bit on that one, swarmer, and because of the aliens that were, for some reason, targeting him, I didn't take as much damage. I cannot call this a fair battle. I am sorry, but so do not regard this video as, oh, the Nemesis is just a fantastic alien hunter. I can't say that because he did draw a lot of fire and he did help on killing one swarmer. So I'm not saying the Nemesis is bad really at alien hunting, but I am saying though that I cannot guarantee that this battle will go as good for you guys if you go alien hunting on yourself. So personally, if you were going alien hunting, I would recommend taking a friend with you. If there's like less than 10 swarmers, then yeah, you could go against it on a dread on your own. But if you're going out attacking like a whole bunch of aliens, I do not recommend using just a dreadnought, unless it's like Tempest or a limited dreadnought that can actually do it, such as the Osiris or the Frankenemy. But other than those, I do not recommend going alone. But yeah, so because he did help me a little bit, so I can't exactly say, oh, this is how good the Nemesis is, blah blah blah. I can't say that. I'm not calling Nemesis a bad ship. It is good. It is really good. I do enjoy it. Its model's not too good though. I'm gonna be honest. I do not really enjoy the model of this ship. The interior's nice, but man, I especially don't like that blue in there. I mean, that is just a team name, but it's like that's for everything. Like why this? Why can't it be like, you know, aligned on the thing? If the ship gets a remodel, I think it'd be a lot better. I do hope the ship gets a remodel. I don't really like its current model. I mean, the interior, to be honest, is a really nice interior, but again, As for what it is, I'm assuming this is more of it is an all-rounder dreadnought, but I do sound it as a more of, definitely not an alien hunter. But that being said, it is not too bad of a ship. So, yeah, but for alien hunting, I do not recommend going alone with this ship. I was actually successful in killing an alien fleet with the Apocalypse. So if you were going to go alien hunting with a dreadnought on your own, I do recommend probably getting Tempest or Apocalypse for that ordeal, because Apocalypse is smaller and I do like its turret placement, so you can hit it a lot easier. This thing is just too big to do that, and its turret placement won't do it. So if I were you, I would actually use not this ship. Not this ship. For big ships, like normal PvP and normal servers, you will find that the Nemesis is actually pretty good at attacking. So, yeah, that's that. And as always, see you when the next Punisher comes. Whenever that is. Probably next year. Who knows? Alright, guys. So, I've been sitting here for God knows how long. Probably an hour. Sitting here for about an hour, and we finally got what I wanted. Punisher finally spawned. He's just sitting on the corner of the map there. He's just sitting there. He's been going back and forth for a while, so I'm gonna hope he sits there forever until I get there. So for the last and final battle of this alien hunting adventure, we're going to be using the Vortex. Which will be fun, I guess. We'll find out. So last time we fought 21 Swarmers and 2 Punishers with the Vengeance. This time we're fighting 21 Swarmers and just only 1 Punisher. So a little bit less firepower, but we're using a somewhat weaker ship when it comes to alien hunting. So hopefully it'll be fair. I'm just gonna go all the way on this one. I did hope that there's gonna be more alien hunting, but aliens weren't too active. In fact, I was more active than them. That's a lie. I was actually just sitting in my base all day. Sitting on my base and doing absolutely nothing except for watching YouTube. That's literally all I was doing this entire time. And I know I was like, oh, well, you could have been mining, you could have had another dress. Like, well, I mean, yes, right, but I don't have anything in mind. I mean, I have every ship I want right now, so what I'm actually planning to do right now is I'm going to build up a whole bunch of money. So if I do lose a ship, I'll just not have to worry about it, and by that time, hopefully I'll start going to town on public servers. Maybe I'll actually have a little less stress when I use a super capital for once. So, here we go. 1 Punisher, 21 Swarmers, 1 Hyperion. I'm not entirely sure if the Punisher is damaged or not, but wow. Hi there, buddy. Got my turrets defending pretty good, that's good. Get shot. One thing I don't enjoy the Hyperion about alien hunting is that it has torpedoes. They're really good, but hard to aim. And I'm already being lit up by a bunch of aliens. But he's already hulled, so that's good. Those spinals have hit. Cannons fire, they'll be dead. Yep, 1 cannon fired. Ah, come on, that was too close. Aw, it sucks. There we go, okay, he's dead, fine. Those torpedoes are really hard to aim with, to be honest. No, that's not gonna hit. Here he is. No, actually, I'm gonna shoot this one. He looks exposed. Gone. Can I just kill this one really quick? Get some numbers down, because these numbers are a little high right now. You don't see, these numbers are really high right now. We still have hull though, I mean we still have shield though, so we're doing pretty good. Well, this guy just signed his death wish. Unless my cannons miss. Oh, Spinal's got him. We still have shield. He's gone.
Nope. And we're God, that's loud. Losing shield slowly. I mean, hull slowly. There we go. Okay, finally. Only got one hit. Come on, kill him. Thing does not like to kill fast. Alright, got one. Is there another one that's close? Yep. These ones are diving. Okay, yeah, these torpedoes are not going to be useful for me. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that was wrong. Well, okay. This one's diving me. I was hoping there's gonna be two Punishers, but sadly, that's not gonna happen. Frick. Kill this one over here. Trying to get their numbers lower so they can stop eating away my hull. So we are lower than half HP right now. Still dropping quite fast. I'm gonna focus on this. Alright, the numbers are getting pretty small now. It's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marked. Nice. Oh wait, there's 4. 5, 6. Good God, how many are there? I mean, I see that one over there, but this one's gonna be diving. He's gonna be running, so I'm not gonna be able to kill him in time. This one though, should be able to kill him. Okay, actually, our hull's getting quite low right now. Starting to get back. Start kicking up a notch. Hull's getting quite low. Come on, kill one. Oh, come on. Oh, we gotta start killing one of them. Our hull is not. Our hull's getting really low now. Work. Finally, okay, good. How many is there? That was just... Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him. Alright. Alright. Looks like our hull's gonna get... Maybe it's gonna become... Oh, wow, okay, yeah, they're dying really quickly now. There's only like 4 left. We got this. We ain't going down. How close are they? Yeah, they're diving. Yeah. Oh wait, if he's diving, yeah, no, he's diving quicker. Yeah, see, our hull's going down a lot slower now. Gotta turn around and start shooting that one. He's close. Oh, yeah. One more. And there we go. 1 Punisher, 21 Swarmers. Just like the time we did with the Thea, only with that one there was 2 Punishers. We actually got quite similar hull. We actually got hulled quite similarly. Got dropped to 2,828 hull. It's actually quite good. I mean, considering, so there's actually another reason I did this. I wanted to use Hyperion for this because I was going to demonstrate with Thea and Hyperion. I wanted to get the same amount of Swarmers and Aliens when I originally attacked, kind of to see which one was really better for the job. And according to these last battles, I have to say actually the Thea would probably be a little bit better. So before you go and say, it's like, wait, hold on. The Hyperion Thea pretty much took relatively the same amount of damage from each time. Well, this is the thing. You see, when we attacked the Thea, there was 21 Swarmers, so the same amount of Swarmers, but however, there was 2 Punishers. 1 Punisher is equal to, like, I think maybe 5 Swarmers in terms of firepower. So actually, considering the Thea actually would have actually done better. It kills faster, as we've seen. It does more damage quicker, but it does get rid of those Punishers really quickly. As long as you get the turrets to hit, and your spinals. As long as you get your spinals to hit, you're good. This thing kills slower, and it's not as accurate when it comes to those Swarmers, so it doesn't really get them really good. Doesn't get them as good as the Thea does. So if you were going to do, that's probably why they say the Thea is actually better for PvP. It gets rid of ships quicker, it's faster, it can maneuver easier, its spinals are much more damaging in a way. In a way it's more damaging, it's more accurate, I'd say. When it comes to damage, yes, Hyperion, if you're attacking like a Dreadnought or a base, for example, yeah, that's what it's for. Those torpedoes really put out 3,000 damage per salvo, so that's a lot of damage. But when you're attacking Swarmers and Punishers or battleships or anything small like that, those torpedoes essentially become useless unless they're like right on your nose. So it kind of reduces half of its spinal power. So you're really, when it comes to attacking small ships like alien fleets, you're really relying a lot on your turrets to actually hit stuff, because the only spinals you have are four huge phasers, which, as you've seen in a couple of those Swarmers, aren't even able to actually hull a Swarmer right away. So really, if I was going to recommend either the Hyperion or Thea, it really just comes down to what do you want to use it for. Obviously, Hyperion has more HP, so technically, let's say if the Thea and Hyperion had the same HP, we probably would have actually lost the Hyperion there. We've not have actually been able to win that battle. If we fought the same amount of aliens as we did with Thea, the two Punishers and 21 Swarmers, if we had one more Punisher in there, we could probably still win, because you can see we still have quite a bit of hull left. It is going up. We had, what, 2.8 thousand? We still may have actually been able to kill it, but it probably would have been too close for me to actually continue fighting. I probably would have had to work out. So, as I compare it, I would definitely suggest, if you wanted to do PvP and stuff like that, I definitely suggest either Deity or the Thea, one of those two ships. But when it comes to Hyperion, I do not really as well recommend Hyperion if you want to go attacking other ships. It's a good ship. It's a really good super capital, but for this task, I would rather use Thea when it comes to this. It kills faster, it does easier, takes less damage. In a way, yes, it does take less damage, but since it has less HP, it doesn't really.
You see, the Thea has less HP than the Hyperion, but it really overpowers Hyperion just because of its sheer firepower, as demonstrated back there when we killed 2 Punishers and 21 Swarmers, versus this one, 21 Swarmers but only 1 Punisher. If we would have fought 2 Punishers, we probably would have had a lot worse luck. We may have actually lost our Hyperion. So, in a way, yes, I would not recommend the Hyperion if you're going out to go alien hunting or attacking other people's ships if you're in a public server. But if you really wanted to dish a lot of damage when it comes to siege or attacking other super capitals, I would recommend the Hyperion. Mainly because of it has a lot of alpha damage, especially with its turrets. Now, granted, again, its spinals aren't too good. It only has 4 huge phasers, but if you can get those torpedoes land, you will probably win every time against any super capital. But sadly, since super capitals usually are smart enough to warp away, yeah, the Hyperion won't have as much of a good time with other super capitals. So I just recommend, if you're a siege person, Hyperion's your fix. But if you're not, if you are more for PvP, and the Thea can still siege a base. I mean, I'm not saying Thea's bad for siege. It can siege a base. Siege a base. Siege a base. That's good. But so yeah. If you wanted to really just go ahead and go on your own, it's like you have a bad team or they're just not doing anything. Hyperion's one of those ships that can literally take down a level 4 base and take 0 damage whatsoever because of its torpedoes. But since we didn't siege, I can't really say anything yet. But for PvP, in like PvP terms, Thea would be a lot better choice than the Hyperion. Because you saw how quickly we took that Punisher down quite fast, didn't we? We took it quite down pretty fast. We got to half HP, I think. I didn't look at the shield damage, but I did notice that we got quite low, quite half down when we attacked that Punisher and killed it. From what I've seen, it does kill the Punishers a little bit slower than the Thea. But then it really just comes down because it really struggles with those smaller ships. So, as I said again, to choose between the 2 ships that I've been using this one, if you wanted to use something to attack ships, Thea would be something that you'd want. Hyperion, not so much. It's good, but it's just not the best. So, that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video on basically alien hunting and reviewing the ships on how well they alien hunt. Obviously, of this winter, I would say of all the ships we used, actually I'm just impressed with the Helios of what it can do. But definitely, if you want to go alien hunting, Thea would be a pretty good ship to use. Now, that's like strictly like attacking a Punisher. If you're going like normal alien hunting, no Punisher, as I said again, you will want to get the Constellation. Or if you don't have that money, you just don't have all that stuff you need, VIP or whatever, then, well, 1, you can just buy it. Or 2, you don't have that money for it for some reason, you could just go ahead and take the Tempest, which is a really nice dreadnought. Tempest is literally designed specifically for attacking smaller ships. It's good. It's not too expensive from last time I checked. It's not too expensive. Manufacturing fee is normal. It's got a lot of resources involved in it, but it can't be any worse than the Apocalypse, so it's probably around there between the Behemoth. So yeah, if you wanted to really do some good stuff against the aliens, then you can get the Tempest. But if you're going for a super capital and you wanted to get rid of ships, Thea I would recommend Thea. Hyperion, only if you're wanting to really go attack bases and stuff, because Hyperion can do PvP, but it's not that good at it. It does get the job done, but if you want to just if you want to go ease, you don't have to stress about it. Thea is something that you can go with, because with the Thea, when you're attacking aliens, you pretty much know every time you're gonna win. I mean, let's face it. It's like one of the best super capitals for that task, considering its high DPS. So yeah, that's that. And as for the Nemesis, well, let's just pretend that didn't happen. For the Nemesis, let's just pretend that wasn't even a thing. Because Nemesis obviously doesn't really kill aliens that well. And we got help, so I can't exactly say we did good. So for Dreadnoughts, I would just kind of
go around. But if we want to recommend it, I would say probably Apocalypse, Nemesis, or Tempest would be good for this task. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video on alien hunting and some tips and tricks on what you can get and what to do when it comes to alien hunting. And I'll see you in the next video, whenever they may be.